wait is finally over. Super Rugby Pacific 2022 about to get underway. And what a way to kick the season off. Crusaders versus Chiefs, a rematch of what we saw as the Super Rugby Aotearoa final. Now we get to see them go head to head at the start of Super Rugby Pacific. In this video, we will be letting you know the starting lineups and reserves of both these two sides as they head into their opening fixture. We will start with the Crusaders, seeing as they are the home side. Looking through, number 1, Joe Moody, number 2, Cody Taylor, who is vice-captain for this matchup, and then number 3, Fletcher Newell. So 2 out of the 3 players with a lot of experience. Fletcher Newell did get himself some time with the All Blacks last year though, so he'll be looking forward to a big Super Rugby season. In the locks, it will be Scott Barrett at number 4 and Mitchell Dunshay number 5. Looking through at the loose forward trio now, a man who many have been waiting to make his return is finally back. It is number 6, Ethan Blackadder. Now, it's felt like an eternity since we've seen him in action. He didn't play any of the preseason, was saving himself for this first matchup, and hopefully he is fully recovered, ready to go, because I think the All Blacks probably need him at number 6. So this season could be exactly what gets him there. Number 7, Tom Christian, also a return at number 8. It is Cullen Grace. Now, last time we saw him in action, he ended up with a broken bone. That was during the Bunnings EBC. So it's great to see him back. Closing out the Crusaders 4-pack. Looking through at the back line, it will be number 9, Mitch Drummond. Number 10, Richie Moonga. So another player who didn't get a chance throughout pre-season. At number 11, Lester Whainanoku. In the centres, Jack Goodhue at number 12. Number 13, they have gone Braden Ennor. Number 14, Sever Reese. And then to close out the back line, it isn't Will Jordan. Instead, it will be David Harveli, the other vice-captain. So I assume throughout the season, he will eventually take a spot back in that midfield, although with Goodhue and Braden Ennor, that's normally a pretty solid combo. I guess if Goodhue was favouring number 12 rather than 13, Havili is more of an inside centre than an outside, so maybe he does have to transition to number 15 to get a little bit more game time throughout the early stages of Super Rugby Pacific. But looking through at the bench, still very strong for the Crusaders. They will be as follows: number 16, Brodie McAllister, number 17, George Bauer, and then number 18, the Man Mountain, Mighty Williams. And the rest of the replacement forwards, it will be number 19, Zach Gallagher, and number 20, a debut for the Crusaders, Christian Leo Willie. And we did see him at the Highlanders last year, didn't really get a huge amount of game time, but it is good to see that now he has been picked up by the Crusaders. Number 21, Willie Hines, big opportunity for him. Number 22, Fergus Burke, and then number 23 to close out the Crusaders side. It is another debut, and it will be Macca Springer, a very talented young player. And I'm wondering whereabouts they'll decide to put him on, whether they go with him at 15 or whether they try and put him out on one of the wings. But that is the Crusaders lineup, the home side. Now we look at the Chiefs, the away side, and they are going to be as follows: number 1, Aidan Ross, number 2, Samasoni Taukei'aho, and number 3, George Dyer. Now Taukei'aho, even in pre-season, was bulldozing over people, and last year he had a brilliant Super Rugby. This year I think he might even have the potential of doing even better. He's been working on that line-out throw, which a lot of people said initially was one of the weaknesses of his game. Has come a long way, and now just gets to run over people anytime that he wants to. In the locking duo, it is going to be Brodie Retallick and Tupavai. Now, 2 men who didn't start the preseason match up against the Blues, but as soon as both men came on the field, you could notice a major difference, and they will probably be the starting locks for a majority of the Super Rugby season, and it's not exactly a bad lock-in duo to have. Looking through now at the loose forward trio, number 6, Peter Gus Sawakula, number 7, they've gone with the co-captain, Sam Cane, and then number 8, it is Luke Jacobson. In his 50th match, we'll be hoping to have an impact. Looking through at the back line, number 9, they've gone with Brad Weber. He didn't have a huge amount of time throughout pre-season, which is kind of a trend that we'll see with quite a few of those All Black players not getting a huge amount of minutes before the season, but during the season, they will probably be starting a majority of the matches. Speaking of starting, this man's going to be either 10 or 15 a majority of the Super Rugby Pacific season, and that is Damian McKenzie. Very versatile, can play either extremely well. It seems like for this season though, the Chiefs are looking to him more as a fly half rather than fullback. Of course, injuries and everything along those lines could change that, but for now, he is the starting 10. Out on the left wing, it is the quick stepping Tenai Nana Satoro. In the midfield, Anton Leonard-Brown, number 12, a little bit different. And number 13, it is Alex Nankervel, the recently acquired Alex Nankervel Munster. They saw what he's been doing, and they said, we wouldn't mind having that in our midfield combo. So he will be going away in 2024, but for now, the Chiefs, they'll definitely want to use him as much as they can In the midfield, number 14, Solomon Alaimalo, ex-Highlanders player, so actually both sides signing their Highlanders for this fixture. And then number 15, and close out the starting lineup for the Chiefs, it will be Sean Stevenson. So that is their starting side. Now we look through at the reserves, and they are going to be as follows. Number 16, Ollie Norris. Number 17, Bradley Slater. And then number 18, the debut of the Irishman, John Ryan. Now, I was a little bit confused when I first saw this because I believe Bradley Slater is normally the replacement hooker, so they might have just gone with the numbers around the wrong way there, but either way, those two are going to be your 16 and your 17. Number 19, Natoa Akoi. Number 20, Summer Penny Finau. Number 21, Cortez Ratama. 22, Josh Ioane. And then number 23, to close out their side, it will be Rameka Poihapi. But those are the starting lineups and reserves for both these sides. The first match of Super Rugby Pacific, it will be kicking off at 7:05 p.m. on Friday night. Should be a very entertaining fixture indeed. But I do thank you all very much for tuning in throughout the Super Rugby Pacific season. We will be announcing plenty of lineups. If you are new, be sure to hit that subscribe button. But thank you all very much for tuning in. I will see you all for the next one.